Boys, girls, and everyone else, we are back with another Destiny Rising video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about Gwynn. Gwynn is our first main draw that has come to Destiny Rising in sort of the gacha system. Now, we're going to talk about, is she worth pulling for? I'm going to break her down in great detail like we're going to do every other character that comes to the game, and talk about, is this someone that you should draw on? First off, just artistically, this character is beautiful. Quite literally beautiful. Oh my god. But it's also one of those characters that, like, you could be appealed to, guy, girl, or whoever you are. Like, this character just looks kind of badass. Now, if we go to the details, and you can trial all of them, and I have done that already, but it's really important that you kind of focus in on people that know what they're talking about so you can make the right choices. And guys, I promise you, even though she looks cool, Gwynn is someone you don't want to invest in. We're going to talk about why here in a second. But first, let's look at her overall kit and why I think that she's kind of a pass. Now, again, if those of you that just want the TLDR, I'm going to say no. Gwynn is not worth investing into for the early game, at any part of the game. She's just kind of a very appealing character that looks like it could be fun, but not someone I think that you should go all in on in the early game. Now, Gwynn is a Void and offensive type hero. Her primary weapon is a dual wield pistol, which is kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the idea of the dual wield pistol is actually kind of awesome. Her secondary is a shotgun, so straight up shotgun. Now, while she is offensive, this does tell me that she is very, very close combat oriented. You know, she doesn't have the assault rifle with the scope. She doesn't have a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher or anything you can use from any amount of range. So keep that in mind. If you're the type of player that, you know, is hyper aggressive, but can also have really good spatial awareness in terms of PvP, then this could be a good character for you. But for the majority of players, this playstyle is just not for you. Because I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be too reliant on having a support healer or just a support player that can either heal or shield you. And personally, if I'm going to be playing this game for the long term, which I am, which is why you should also like and subscribe, but it's also one of those things where I don't want to have to rely on other people, and does her kit outweigh the risk of just being so needy in terms of being directly in people's faces? Let's continue. First off, her cosmetics are sick. You can't see them here. Whatever. But if we go to the relic ability, so these are her true abilities, so her ultimate. It's going to be Soul Harvest, summons Verdict, gains 6 Void Souls immediately, and enters the Super State. While her Super State is active, Void Souls generated by Energy Surveillance will return to Gwynn. So if we look at it, here's a video of what it looks like. So she goes into sort of her Super State, does a little bit of Ultimate, and then she just does a bunch of slashing and you know, all of her normal abilities, and then she gets more of the balls. So again, looks cool. It's not fast, so it's in PvP. It's gonna be super easy to just destroy her in this mode. So keep that in mind as well. So then let's look at the rest of it. Is it something? What is this? This is her penetration shot. Casting signature ability grants penetration shot effects 4 weapons hit deal an additional instance void damage equal to 15% of the weapon's base damage. All right, so signature 1 is going to be the Void Dance. So this is considered overshield or recovery. Immediately deal damage to nearby targets and restores health. Deals additional damage when you are when there are void spirits nearby. Okay, so if we look at it, so you can see that she does do an AoE, but it also will heal her. So, okay, so it does immediately damage to targets and restores health. So this is her, if she's in close, she can heal herself. But again, if you don't kill everything, now you're in close, you heal, but you're probably gonna take a lot more damage. Now, with that being said, her kit does make sense for her because if you look at her other signature, it's Soul Assault. This is basically if you played any other like wizard style game or a game that has a wizard in it, this is basically your blink and or your teleport. So you're basically literally gonna just jump into the action. You're going to pick where you go and then flash and then bam, do damage. So you can see the really easy combination here. I could realize I'm sort of blocking the screen a little bit, where you're going to be able to blink in and then do an AoE damage and heal. Feels good. And then at that point you're in the mix and you can do your shotguns, you can do your double pistols. It looks and sounds cool, guys, but just the weapons that she can use is what is a big turn off for me. Again, you're not getting any medium to long range. So any amount of PvE, like, it's just not going to feel as rewarding or good compared to literally any other character. If we look at her talent tree, you can see that she it goes up. So Void Waltz during super, hitting a target with Void Spirit increases the damage they dealt to the target by 10% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. Okay. We have Soul Passage Echo. So Soul Assault's max number of charges is increased to 2. Okay. Void Dance deals 50% more melee damage. Increase healing received by 15%. Increase Void Spirit's explosion damage by 40%. And then last but not least, when an ability defeats multiple combatants at a time, it generates up to 3 Void Spirits at once, independent of other passive cooldowns. And of course, you get the dynamic avatar with her quite literally blinking at you, which looks cool for the record. So again, she looks cool. And then if we go to her overview again, like it's the weapons for me, man. It's the weapons. So she's good. She looks good, but she is just a hard pass. If you look at any other character that we have free to play or any other legendary, I mean, there are 4-stars epics that are just better than her holistically. And we're actually going to cover that in tomorrow's video where we talk about who are the best heroes in Destiny Rising. I just gave you my pretty fairly detailed breakdown of Gwynn and why I think she's a bit of a pass. But again, she even calls it out right there, close range. So again, I think this one's a pass in my books, and we'll talk about why in tomorrow's video more, where I talk about all the different heroes and why they're either good or a pass or ones that you should focus on, especially as a free-to-play. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, if I saved you time, if I saved you money, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you tune in for tomorrow's video where I do bring you the detail of which characters you should focus in on. Now, with that being said, guys, I want to jump back over here and make sure you click on this video right now where I give you my top 5 beginner tips for Destiny Rising. This game just came out a few days ago, and there are so many things that you guys need to know. And even if you've been playing this whole time, there still might be tips in there that you aren't taking for granted. So make sure you click on this video right now for the top 5 beginner tips for Destiny Rising.